congratulations of being named the Tech Personality of the Year. So,
Thank you. Thank you.
what inspired you to pursue a career in tech in the first place?
So I used to work in a bank, and the recent developments of finance was going into fintech as within Nigeria. So I started reading up on the fintech industry globally, and then of course in Nigeria, and it caught my interest. So I knew that if I was going to leave the bank, this was where I would want to be. I started working towards that because I even had some other offers while I was in the gas, some other offers from banks, higher offers, but I turned it was I knew I was done with traditional banking. It was time to go into what was the innovative kind of banking.
All right. So, do you consider entertainment as a career also alongside with tech, or you just maybe something you just enjoy yourself with?
Uh, I consider entertainment as something that I'm identified with. Let me put it that way,
Okay.
because I was not necessarily pursuing entertainment. My page, my Instagram page, I just used to put what I maybe enjoy doing, trying to give people a good time, and then dancing. So I never really tried to make conscious efforts to be popular or have a lot of followers. Myself to is I give myself more to my career than entertainment. But for entertainment, I just make myself available when necessary outside social media.
So, how do you balance your role as tech influencer and then tech entrepreneur?
Okay, so let me just talk about for content creation. I take out some few times, it could be weekend, where I shoot the content idea, I write it down. Then I find the time where I shoot everything, and then so I keep on piling up drafts, and so that I'm under pressure to create content and put out. And then my normal tech bro lifestyle, that one is an everyday work. So I just focus on every day. Or for entertainment, I create drafts so that I'm able to put out from time to time without pressure.
It's interesting. Now, I have always known you to be this multifaceted person. You have many gifts. So, how do you streamline the gifts that you know this is where I'm going to focus on? Because I know you are a singer, you're a dancer, you also do MCs, entertainer, you know, so many, and tech. So, how do you know this is where I'm supposed to be in? Like people that have so many gifts.
Mm. So, very good question. Tell people that maybe I may find out to be more talented is they need to be prayerful and careful so that they don't get distracted. But as much as we may have different gifts, you would always have some things or something you're supposed to focus on. So currently, I know the things that would end at a point, things that will continue with me for long. I know the things that were affiliated with that may not be affiliated with now. But anything that you get or find yourself doing, you just do very well. And so I know that currently now maybe I don't really dance aside posting on my page. I don't really go out to places aside maybe I'm invited for someone's dance video. And I've been invited for there was I was a popular gospel artist that I was invited to dance for. Couldn't go because that was a work day. So you need to also have priorities that okay, what comes first among us. So definitely what you're being paid for than over your hobbies. So I just try to ensure that whatever I'm doing, okay, this is because I love doing this, and this is because I have the opportunity to do it. MC, for example, it's weekend. I've turned down some parts because they were during a weekday. I have a responsibility to give to work that I do. So you have to prioritize and then know what would go a long way and what would soon end.
So in your scale of priority now, tech comes before entertainment, right?
It comes for entertainment.
Are you serious? So let's assume you have like 10 million followers on Instagram. Are you sure you're still gonna be doing tech the way you're doing tech now? or you just move straight into entertainment?
Now, depending on how the entertainment attention grows to be like, if point where it has more influence than in the tech space, I tend to have a kind of influence. I'm having a growing network. But if entertainment seems to now overtake what it now be is because currently now it looks like entertainment seems to be the time. So what it be is that there will just be change of hands. So entertainment will now be the core that I'm into, while tech will at time.
I understand. So, can you share with us what are the tech trends you see in the next couple of years now? What are you seeing is coming
For in the tech industry or regarding myself,
tech industry?
well, recently there's these new developments we have ChatGPT that really came into this globally earlier this year, and now we have Mark Zuckerberg talking about a partnership with Ray Bans and AI, such that you can stream that is straight from your glasses. People are looking at what you are looking. So the developments in the tech industry in the next 5 years is going to be very primary on AI. People are afraid that AI is coming to take our job. Instead of having that fear, why don't you take because it's still a robot? Why don't you understand how that machine will work and then put it? If people find out that you know how to put this into good use, then you will still be having fear over what AI could do. I think in the next 5 years, which is starting from even now, AI is going to be very emphasized in the tech industry.
Okay, for you, what has been the most challenging situation you found yourself in tech?
So I'm a sales and business developer. You are in such a role, you are armed with the task of growing a company's revenue. So one of the tough one of the things about that role is that you have to convince customers that already probably have an infrastructure decide to use your own. You need to give them that trust. You need to create a relationship with people. It's been an interesting journey, but it's actually tough. So you are always going to have to give those that have employed you. You are going to have to give feedback. You are and a progress report. But it's something it's that I enjoy.
Can you share an experience of the toughest client that later became a customer, and now you're able to convince the person?
Mm. There is a client that I've been on since March 2022. That's last year. The starting to onboard with me now. This is after 8 months. No, this is after a year and maybe 6 months. So um when I reached out to when I even discussed with customer are the one like integrated with our system, but then went out to integrate with another partner and go live with that. And so I don't know if maybe they might have had some issues recently that they came to now on board with us. This after a year. So that's like one of the longest conversations to drag. But thankfully it's coming to reality. So one thing you need to learn in this kind of role is you don't necessarily give up. Even if you've been on the partner for 1 year, you leave them on your books to resume back to them in the future.
How do you
Just
reach
like
out?
Toda talks about
How do you
when
reach out to these clients?
so there are different, especially in the tech space. Number one is LinkedIn. LinkedIn you want to if there's a particular company you want to research on who is the best person you can talk to make things work. Sometimes CEOs are so busy they will not see your message. So you want to look for is it a product manager that I should reach out to? The person knowing what the company itself is selling. Is it operations head I should reach out to? So you need to do that research to find out the best personnel that can give you the opportunity or the attention to sell your product. Also, as you go out on the streets, different companies always advertise, and companies are advertising to create awareness. And so, for you as a salesperson, you should take that as a potential customer. So, I keep my eyes open. Any new thing or any new company that I see that I'm not aware of, I take note. So, check it later on. And there are some other You need to understand, like find out some other softwares that could help you with generating leads. For example, Apollo, a very good lead generation software that one can use to find customers that you may never have heard of before around the globe, not just
But the paid software, right? Or is it free?
softwares always have free versions, and then the paid versions is always to give you access to other features that you may like to use. For example, like Spotify Premium, you cannot create a playlist unless you're using Premium. So you can use Spotify to listen to music for free, but you cannot create a playlist. Now you would want to create a playlist that is into the sounds that or the music you would like to be listening to. So if you want to fulfill the desire, go ahead and make a payment for Spotify Premium.
Okay, now in this, the tech industry is rapidly growing. So I want to ask, how do you keep yourself informed with the latest trend? You know, how do you keep yourself informed and stay
You
updated?
sign up. One of the ways is you sign up with tech newsletters. Some
Okay.
examples is Tech Cabal of Nigeria. There's also Tech Crunch. I also sign up to some tech is that release newsletters monthly by sending, or you can subscribe to it. Then also you have to from time to time keep yourself on the internet, always searching what are the top companies doing in the country, what new news is coming out, who has received new funding, who is about to shut down, who is laying off staff. So you just have to keep yourself abreast of the different events going on in the tech space.
All right. So let me ask you, what are the projects that is upcoming for you personally in entertainment? What are the projects you're looking into? Maybe in the next couple of months, 2 weeks now.
For entertainment, so I like you said, I like music. So I have an intention of making an EP, but looking at doing that next year because I used to write a very long time. I have a number of songs I've written that I've never been thinking of recording some and releasing an EP. Also, I'm looking at making myself more available for Afro gospel artists that make music videos or promote their music to use my dance to because people like dance. So to use that talent to also help push their song. Of course, it's for the kingdom. So as it stands currently, I don't charge much. Especially if from a number of our friends in the Afro gospel Nigerian space, I don't charge to do that. Anything that my talent would contribute for kingdom advancement, I always volunteer it.
Okay. Now, for skits, you do skits too, and your skits are quite interesting. So, what are the upcoming projects you have for skits?
For skits, uh, my page now, my skits making has like really diversified. That I have different series. There's this like looking at there's this one that people, so it seems like people have there's my followership for different kinds of skits. So what I just each of them when I think of some ideas, I just write them down. I'm not sure that the ideas are written down. So when I find the time, when I find it, I just go ahead and I shoot and I pack everything in a draft. So for skits, I still plan to think of new ideas, think of new things that may make people laugh and should keep posting. So I have two particular skits that really hit, in which pages on social media picked up TV in 2021. Next was the recent one that so I mean the next one that one of them I pick up my well I really focus my content on those that following me because they see something that they enjoy. So let me keep them to keep them there on the page.
So, skits and dancing, which one will you later go for? Is it because it's like the skit is bringing more traffic or something?
So the truth is, majority of that I have now came in through dance. Skits, uh, skit has brought in as well. I mean, the recent skit that I did currently is almost about 150,000 views. But the highest views I had was a dance video, was a dance tutorial that was teaching people how to. which had about 440,000 views. So the both of them are working hand in hand. I won't be able to prioritize this over this. People, majority of followers that I know before now followed me because of dance. The new ones may just feel like I'm funny and then start following. But I think the both of them are quite at par.
Okay, are you thinking of partnering with some of the maybe skit those guys who are known for skits in the industry, like partnering with some of them? You know how they do this partnership with skits now. And who are you
No, I'm
likely to
not. I'm not
partner
thinking
with
about it.
look, you're not looking into that, right?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
Okay,
But I have a
if
I have a
if
friend that's
someone
also
currently brings an idea to you to partner with you, are you looking into that also?
yeah. If someone brings to me, I will be open to. I would of course consider it. But I have a friend of mine. I don't know if you know him, Femi Babs. Zola Kate.
Yes, 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 I know him. Actually, he's from Covenant
So
too, no?
Femi Babs is a friend. He didn't finish, but he was in Congo. That was where we first met. So he's quite a very good friend. If the reason comes for us to collaborate, definitely we'll collaborate. But I'm not actively looking for an influencer or collaborate with.
All right, that's interesting. So now some people are wondering, where did Abbey Tee start dancing? Because the whole knew Abbey Tee as one person that sings. So please explain to them where your dancing came from and why you are called the retired dancer.
So I would this to my friends that the part of me is open up to you. I'd always been dancing from anyone that went to Covenant University knows that I used to dance. Most likely people that maybe met me after Covenant University may not know because I'd not really had the platform to dance. Um, I kind of just laid off dancing for a while after graduating before I initially decided to resume, but back as 2011. I've been dancing rather as long as I just love dancing personally. Love dancing. Um, but aside that, there are other sides to me. Some people in the fintech industry, some people don't even know that I can dance. They just know that I sell. That this guy seems to be a smart guy, and that's it. And the shot happened somehow to find me on Instagram, and then I saw, wow, you can dance. In fact, there was a conference I went to where there was an after party, and then I was dancing, and people that what they used to remember me was like that guy that can dance. I channel the talents to even sell and grow my network in the fintech industry because everybody can relate to dance. It's something entertaining. So yeah, that's I'm not trying to bring all those parts of me together. So people that okay, this is who I am. So by anyone that didn't know that I could dance probably knows that I can dance. Anyone that didn't I was funny probably knows that I could be funny in weddings when I can. So and then other people on Instagram that you knew me for dancing or skits are probably getting to know that oh I'm also a tech pro, so I have a nice life. So I'm bringing everything into one person now.
That's an interesting person. Hey,
Ah,
interesting. So let me ask this question. Does the CEO sometimes fear that this guy, the way he's dancing, will this still be will this still be serious with our sales company?
no, he doesn't. And of course, I have a responsibility to ensure that I'm putting first before the dance. My CEO knew that I used dance very well. When I was in the bank, I used to dance in the bank, so it has never been a secret. Yeah, I'm getting popularity when I was still in the bank before I moved. So my CEO, when I initially joined the new company, I laid down on dancing for a while. I wanted to focus on where I am. My CEO one day was like, "No, that's one of the reasons we employed you. Keep dancing, though." So I used to, you might have seen me dancing on a hoodie that has Finkra on it. Dance with my company's clothes. So that is a conscious effort of putting your tech bro self and your dancing self into one. So it's something they actually appreciate, but definitely it's prioritized that you are actually bringing value for the reason they employed you. And I think I've been doing quite a fair job on that.
So where does Abeti see himself in the next 10 years?
The next 10 years, I believe strongly that I would be actively, I don't know if I would actively in the business world. Let me not say, I don't see. I don't say tech now in the business world, and then I will be involved in kingdom advancement as well, which I think every Christian should actually be involved in. Not it's not of course I don't see myself being on pulpits unless the Lord has as I'm not aware of. But yeah, I see myself being actively being involved in the business world and then also involved in kingdom advancement.
How do you find time to pray now with all of these activities at the same time now? How do you find time to pray and study?
Midnight, midnight is key. And
You
then
still wake
also
up midnight?
I have a midnight. I sleep. So there is a slated time at to pray. There's also a slated. I have an alarm for 11:55 to remind me to pray. Sometimes being in a meeting, I may not be able to pray, but you need to make those conscious efforts. The activities of the world. Now, when I say the activities of the work, normal daily life requirements will just take you away. You need to emphasize the life of the spirit over your normal mundane life here on earth, because this is not where we are going to forever.
Interesting. So, what motivates you? What inspires you? And who is your mentor? What motivates you the most? And who is your mentor?
I mean, I learn from many. The Bible says, in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. I learn from many people. people. What motivates me the most is a quote from Abraham Lincoln. May he so rest in peace. I love him much. And Abraham Lincoln made a quote saying that he has no regret for man who is not better today than he was yesterday. And that should always be moving in terms of knowledge, in terms of growth. So that is a statement that I always keep in myself, that today can't pass growing in the world without growing in my business sphere. Even in dancing, though not so popular, but a few times if maybe there's a dance move I've seen, can go take out some time and try to work on it and improve it. People just wake up and dance. No, sometimes you decide to learn or master something and then move on. So that's the quote that motivates me every day, particular quote that motivates every day. And for in terms of early in my spiritual life, there are different men of God I listen to. The Ghost, maybe because of my kind of life. Recently, the Holy Ghost, when we want to eat, sometimes we always want to go on movie and watch. The Holy Ghost told me that I should start watching this. So when I'm eating for the past 2 months, his messages I used to eat. So there is no how I'm taking in the word. There is no how I'm taking in the word. I'm listening to a number of respected preachers,
Okay, like who? Example.
that can learn from. So that I listen to Apostle Michael Oropo. I listen to definitely Apostle Irenima. But if you say recently, I listen more to Apostle Michael Oropo, Apostle Arome Osai as well.
Interesting. Wow. I'm marveled. So, let me ask this now.
You are marveled. So why are you marveled?
You still have the time now. Most times, people want to start. When they get into entertainment, they don't have time again. We don't have time again for things of God. Now
One
it's
of the things
just
that even before I got popular, one of the things that I know that the Holy Ghost has been helping me is a constant reminder that as you get popular, you can get distracted. Uh, you must put in place to ensure that you don't lose yourself to the fame. You don't lose your. There is always, no matter how popular you get and how rich you get, understand and remind yourself that the life of the spirit is more important than life in the.
all right. So the most important question everybody has been asking. Um, don't laugh. So, when is Abbey Tee getting married?
When is Abbey Tee what?
When is Abbey Tee getting married? At this time, you're almost like last man
Okay,
standing.
let me let, let me say this, and I'm not going to give more detail than now. I'd always known the year I would marry from 2015. It was I believe, so I'm saying I believe because there I believe I received it from the spirit at that time. That year had always been on my heart. And relationship, when I told the person that this is the year I plan to marry, it was 2 digits, 2 digit years away from when I was going to ask her out. But yeah, she is going to marry soon as the Lord wills. The time has not come. The time has not come, but very soon.
Very soon. So we should be expecting very soon.
Very soon is relative. Very soon can be 1 year, can be 2 years.
Ah,
Who knows? Can be this year.
it's all right. I'll be keen on that.
Mm. So
Uh,
I just want everybody to know that no matter whenever it happens, the most important thing, it will last forever. That's the most important thing. If you like marry your 40s or your the most important thing is that all of us is we are going to forever.
so that was supposed to be the last question, but now I'll say ask this now. After this, I'm gonna stop now. So what actually your creative process? How do you come up with a creative idea?
I think so there's this thing I do. I call it or that jokes, where you hear a word and then you just so something that rhymes with it. Uh, I think I've done that so much that my pattern has become accustomed to it. I can quickly think of a way to twist a word. For example, let me just give this joke for example. When I say I used to be the best in my class in school, but I wanted to be the best in the whole school. So do you know what I did? I bought a lab coat. Now I'm overall best. So those kind of jokes, like intelligent jokes, I've been doing over time. So my brain tends to, and I had a series like that called Two Wise Men, which was just using wordplay. I don't know if you saw this video where I was saying Moses Bliss, Moses where they do something, Moses is. We're
Okay.
rhyming with the ends of the words. So that, and then I try and look at what can people relate to, because one of the ways to really do something that will make people laugh is to create content around what they can relate to. And that's why any content around relationship and love can easily trend, because people like the concept of love, people like the concept of being in love or being in a relationship. For me, I try to focus on there's this series I have, wife material auditions. One of the most recent one I did was about um trying to choose a wife from different clothes. Now, just calling different clothes that I think ladies normally wear, joking with it. And because it's something they can relate to, then they will be able to laugh or say this or that. So I look at what can people relate to, that's one. And also what talent or what gift do I have that people resonate with. That's how I think of my creative content.
Wow. Thanks for this wonderful, wonderful conversation. I'm so excited. Thank you
My
so
pleasure. My
much.
pleasure. Thank you for having me, actually.
Yeah, thank
Maybe I
you.
should be attending more of these interviews so that people can know more about Abbey Tee than just what they see on a particular platform.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.